Alright, this time the quick speed shot. I'm finishing the wood installation in the floor and adding some stake sides on the bed on the Model A hot rod shop truck. I'm a professional, don't try this at home. Okay, we're back at it here. Part 2 of the wood bed floor in the hot rod shop truck. So the things we got to do this time is finish this thing up. We got to fill in these gaps here where the floor ends to the box sides. Got to build our access panel to the toolbox that's down below, and then get this thing sanded and get a coat of polyurethane on it. So we're going to take some, I got one more board, we're going to rip it down to fill in this gap and just set it in here. There's going to be a couple of stanchions, wooden stanchions, that's just going to sit down here on the floor, but it's actually going to screw it to the other side of these two outside boards with some flat stock and just a couple of screws from underneath, just so this piece will float and like mount in here. So it's going to be real simple to do. That's a heck of a way to rip red oak with a circular saw. You don't have a table saw, that's what you got to do, and it worked out good. Alright, bam, I got my outside filler pieces cut and fit in here. They're a little wonky because the board had a huge suck to the side and didn't realize it, so when I used the edge of the board to make my line, now I got two pieces of curves. So I had to trim them a lot and get them to fit in here, but they wad in here. There's a little bit bigger gap than I wanted. Okay, I've added the blocks here to the spacer boards. I just cut out some 2x2 pieces of oak, and I countersucked some screws and glued them on here with some tight bond. So they'll fit out in here when these are here, and these will sit. Get in there. What is it? They'll sit down on the floor, and then I'm going to put some little straps across the bottom of this board to hold these little pieces to this piece. When these are bolted down to the carriage bolts, will be fine. But this will also hold it from squishing, so that'll be good. So both those are done. Before I can stain these, I still got to cut this out. So we're going to take the boards out now and cut this out, and we're going to start trying to figure out how to make this door, and then I'll screw these to the sideboards while I'm at it. There you go. Whoa. That's good for it. So I just went and strapped these together, made a little bit of flat stock and some self-tapping screws I pre-drilled. This one I had to put 3 on because the bottom of the oak is a little punky here and the screw wouldn't take, so I made a wider strap for this side. These things are good, so we flip them over here. They're all put together there nice, and we'll be good to go. There we go. Bam. And I'm using the same process on the lid as I did on those side attachment pieces. I cut out 2 more pieces of flat stock, and I've glued the edges so this thing's gonna be glued together, and I'm flat strapping it here. So it should make a nice solid lid. Just like that. Bam. Oh, that's full of metal shavings. So there's our lid. All right, now we got our hole cut in here. Here's the storage bin down in here. So here's our lid. But unfortunately, you know, how do I keep it from falling through there, and how do I hinge it and all that? And also, I've got an unsupported board now because the cross member's back here, and this board has no, you know, support here. So I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get some 1-inch angle iron, and when these boards are all bolted down after it's stained, I'm going to take the angle iron and put it and drill it and screw it with some countersunk screws so they're flush, and put an angle iron lip on this side and the angle iron lip on this side, and that'll hold, you know, hold this board up and tie everything together, and also give 2 lips here for the lid to sit on. And then I'll probably hinge it real easily. I mean, it might just sit in here with the weight of itself. It might just sit in here and sit on the angle iron and not pop out, but I'm not sure. Going over bumps, I don't want to lose it, so I'll probably end up hinging it like from one side to the other, so you know I can flip it up out of the way and then get the stuff out of here, then close it back down. But this seems a pretty... Oh, I lost it. Crap. Get out of there. Ooh, I could hinge it from the side, maybe. That might be even cooler. Hinge it from this way. I might like that. That'd be cool. Or hinge it. Yeah, that'd put the hinge... Well, if I put the hinge up here, it'd be out of the way right up at the front of the box, and it could open up like this. Actually, I'll probably do that. Do it like that. That'd make more sense. So anyways, so there we go. That's going to work out good. Alright, I'm getting the stain on. I'm using fast drying polyurethane here. And I've already done the bottom sides. You can probably see a little bit in the edges. Now I'm just going to do the top. I'm just going to put one decent coat on here, let it soak all in. I think that'll be good enough to protect this. But you'll see in a minute, this oak looks freaking fantastic with this finish on it. It's way nicer than I thought it was going to be. Just even a little rough sand, and it colors right out nice. It's super gorgeous, the color of this wood. It's kind of a shame to put it in the truck and get it all scratched up and stuff eventually. But, oh well. It'll look good for a little while. Alright, these boards look great. I got one coat of urethane on the bottom and the top all the way around. And I'm letting these flash off, and then this is the top side. I'm going to put another coat on the top side, and that'll be good. But the color is popping. It really looks great. I'll get another coat on her. We'll let her dry overnight, and then we'll start putting it back together in the back of the truck. All right, bam! Check this out. Got the boards all put back in the box and bolted down. This looks super awesome. As the urethane dried all the way, a little bit of the shine went away, so it's got like a matte finish, but it looks super nice. It's kind of like furniture in the back of the truck. I wasn't expecting the grain and all that to pop this much, but I think it looks like $1 million in here. And I'm super happy with it. It looks awesome. I went out and I cut out those pieces of angle iron, like I said, and I drilled them and countersunk the holes so the screws will fit flush here. So let's see, this one's got 3, one's got 2. One of the 3 is going to attach here, and it's just going to come right down and like so. And I'll screw it to this board to give this something to mount to. And this other piece, I don't want to screw into here because there's a carriage bolt and I don't want to split the wood. So this one's just going to have two screws, but it's going to go in here, and that'll give the platform for the lid to sit on, and then I can hinge it one way or the other. Soft spot. Obviously my boards have moved around a little bit since I screwed this together tight, but that's okay. Look at that. Now, I didn't have good time to go to the hardware store, so I don't have any hinges to put on this yet, but say I got hinges here, it'll open up just like this. Boom, and there's your storage compartment ready to access. You reach down in there and get your stuff, and then close it on down. Well, hold on, you didn't think we were done yet, did you? So here's my sideboards. And if you watch the first video on the boards on the bed floor, I was down in the pole barn looking through the oak, and I have these boards, which are side coverings for old dorm room bunk beds, and they're 5/8 thick oak, 4 inches wide, and these brass pieces are where they bolted onto the angle iron. But these are going to be perfect little side rails for the top of the truck here, because a lot of back in the day you'd see a lot of these trucks with wooden boards and the stake racks, and they actually sell a kit that's 2 smaller boards that go on here. But we're going to use these. They're oak just to match the floor. And I've already sawed out some 1x2 pieces of oak extra from the floor to make the stake pocket pieces. I got this marked out, kind of laid out here, getting a look at it. It's about 1.5 inches or so above the top of the bed rail here. I think it's a pretty good look. It's not too high, it's not too short. So I think it's going to look nice on here. So how this is going to attach is, I've got these eyelets here, and in the stake pockets there is a hole drilled through, and then there's a carriage bolt on the inside, so you would have stuck a carriage bolt through and then put a nut on the outside. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to drill the holes out to 3/8, which these are, and stick it through from the inside, flush up against the inside of this eyelet, and then trim these back. And I got a chrome acorn nut that'll go on here wherever else this is, so you'll have a little chrome acorn nut out here on the side of the box for a little bit of flash. But that'll lock these pieces in, then there'll just be 2 little 1/4-inch carriage bolts up in the top of that. So I like this look. I've marked my holes where I need to drill. I'm going to pull this out, drill all 4 of the stake pocket pieces the same so they match, and then get them installed with the carriage bolts, and then line this up and drill the boards here. But I think it's going to be a cool little look for a little bed rail action. Increase the load capacity just a little bit, and kind of tie this all together in old school fashion. So, bam. Our stake pockets just slightly set in here now. They're all drilled and pinned down with the carriage bolts. You can see what I was talking about here. These will be awesome little ways to have hooks. So if I want to strap something down, I'll have nice hooks in here, and they're mounted and super strong. I trimmed these down to the correct dimension, 56.5. That's the width of the length of the box. How's it gonna look? There we go, the whole bed floor is complete. I got my side rails on, and I think it looks super awesome. This thing's going to be great. A lot of oak on the back here, and it gives a little bit of fancy detail going down the road, and I can still haul junk in here and use it as a shop truck. So I'm pretty happy with the way this came out. The only thing I got to do is get that hinge, like I said, for the little trap door. I'll get one of those tomorrow or whatever. But this came out nice, and I like it. Bam! So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'm putting out new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Hit the bell for alerts. Tell your friends. And we'll see you right back here at the Quick Speed Shop. Hey, who's there? Oh, hold on. I got a visitor. It's Jackman. Alright, take 2. Old Jackman stopped by. It's cool to see him. So anyways, there we go. It's all done, and Looks awesome. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'm putting out new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Hit the bell for alerts, tell your friends, and we'll see you right back here at the Quick Spite Shop, out blazing down the roads in the Model A Hot Rod Shop Truck.